Hey guys, Nukem here, and I just saw Super Mario Bros. Movie yesterday, and here is my non-spoiler review. Special thanks to Universal for bringing me to Dolby Theater to watch it in a beautiful screen. Overall, I like this movie. I had a great time, and it's great to see the Mario characters and the whole universe brought to life on screen. It made me feel great as a gamer, playing on the regular NES where you open the lid, put in the cartridge, push it down, close the lid, and press the power to play, or the Super Nintendo where you blow on the cartridge to get it to work, even though it's bad for the cartridge. You didn't know at the time. And I spent several hours on Mario Kart 64. So Illumination did a fantastic job with animation, and I would love to see different kingdoms and different worlds going forward. I do have some negatives about the movie, but overall, the pros outweigh the cons, and I think it's something that you definitely want to check out. Okay, so I will go ahead and talk about the negatives first because there's so much positives I want to talk about. The first negative is the plot. It's a very weak plot. And I know the Mario games, there's not a lot of story and depth to it, but I wish they brought more. The whole movie is two different main plot lines, and I felt like Bowser motivation for what he does, why he's a bad guy, was very weak. And I never thought Bowser's in the game, that's why he's a bad guy. But, that's where the story went. I was like, okay, this is where they're going. I'll go along for the ride and accept it. And so that's my thing I didn't like was a weak plot. Second is it's a Super Mario Bros. Movie. Luigi is in it a lot, but it kind of disappears in the middle. Now the way the plot goes along, it's kind of hard for Luigi to do stuff, and it's mainly Mario and Peach's story of their motivation. But most people when they play Mario or associate Super Mario, they think of Mario, not too much Luigi. I wish Luigi had a little bit more throughout the whole film. Third thing is, I only had issue with one voice actor is Donkey Kong and Seth Rogen. I feel like for me, it's very hard to differentiate the character Donkey Kong and Seth Rogen playing Donkey Kong. It was just so much Seth Rogen mannerism, like where it goes, or the way he talks is. That's the only thing I was like, oh man, I wish Donkey Kong was voiced by someone else. But I did not that Seth Rogen did a bad job with it. It's just for me it was hard to differentiate the characters and the voice actors just for that one. And that's about it. That's the only issues I have. Now let's talk about the great stuff. I already talked about the great animation. I thought the voice acting was great by all the cast, even Seth Rogen, where it wasn't jarring to hear Chris Pratt as Mario or any accents, and they kind of explain why the accents are different. And I think it would have been tough for a lot of audiences to hear a Italian accent to the movie. Not that Italian accent's bad. It's just I think it'll be harder for people in the United States and for children to deal with the accents. This is a kids movie. This is a family movie, and there is a lot of the famous lines that Mario does, like woohoo, hee hee, ha ha, like does all that. So it's in there. But overall, I definitely liked the voice acting they did with all these characters. And the thing is, Peach is a lot more in this movie than I thought about, and I like the way they incorporated Peach. It's like a partnership between her and Mario of their story working together and learning how to be better characters. So that's pretty awesome. The use of power up is in these movies are fantastic. Oh my gosh, eating the mushrooms, getting the power up. It felt like the video games of losing the power ups, different costumes and things like that. It was awesome, and there was a lot of nods to the platformers where they're just running along, and you're just like, oh yeah, that definitely feels like Mario. You're playing the game because it's a platformer where you're just going across. There's a lot of cool Easter eggs for fans who just likes the whole Nintendo universe, not just Mario. So I definitely want to check out this movie again and just slow it down to see, oh, that's a reference for that game. That's a reference for that game. That's a reference. So there's a lot of nice nods to the game and fans of the game, which I really enjoyed. There are two post credits in this movie, the mid credits and the after credits. So make sure you stay at the very end of the after credits so you can see, don't miss that little nice thing that they have for you. It's very enjoyable. It makes you very excited for the future of Mario. Overall, I really like the Donkey Kong, the whole country or the universe or that section. It was cool that they incorporated it, so I'm excited to see they added more. You know, can you imagine to see Nintendo does Star Fox Land, and then they do a Kirby Land. You know, that would be so awesome to see a multiverse. Even though some people are tired of multiverse and crossover, but you know, we didn't have it with these characters in these games yet, except for Super Smash Brothers. Yeah, Super Smash Bros. So be cool if we get that dynamic sometime in the future. Overall, it's a good time. Lighthearted fun with your family. Take your kids. Definitely geared toward kids and family, but adult gamers like myself, I enjoyed it. All right, guys. I'll see you guys next time.